This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
This is it. The world as you know it is over. Completely done. It's not about to be over. It's over.
Some of the scientists who helped build AI are now sounding the alarm.
I was selling AI as a great thing for decades, and I was wrong.
There's a longer-term existential threat that will arise when we create digital beings that are more intelligent than ourselves. We have no idea whether we can stay in control.
While others say that AI will usher in unfathomable abundance.
I've always believed that it's going to be the most important invention that humanity will ever make.
This really will be a world of abundance.
And among these fears and these fantasies, we seek the story of our future. Listen to The Last Invention on Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the TJ Show, and Renee in Vero Beach, Florida. You heard that our Kenny got engaged. You wanted to say something about that.
I'm just calling to say congratulations to Kenny and Allison. I'm so happy for you guys.
Oh, thank you, Renee.
And ring snob or not, if you wanted to or she wanted to dress it up with a ring wrap or a different ring when you get married, there are options out there. A solitaire is a fabulous choice because you can do so many things with it. They're beautiful. Congratulations.
Oh, look at that.
Thanks, Renee. I needed that encouragement. I appreciate it.
Yeah, everyone's goofing on Kenny and with their opinions. And
You guys are all awesome. I just love you all. I love to listen to you. I pay for Sirius, and I actually switch out and go to you guys, and I love you guys.
oh, wow. Wait, did you just say you pay for SiriusXM?
I do, yeah, because I have a motorcycle, and the only way I can get radio at all on my bike is if I have Sirius.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, listen,
Nice.
you made my day.
Do you remember Renee's the one who knitted us hats?
Of course. How could I forget?
You have some interesting hobbies, Renee. Knitting and motorcycle riding. That's pretty sweet.
I have a lot of interesting. I have a black belt in karate, in Kyokushin karate, but I haven't practiced it in a while.
Oh, my good. Wait a minute. You're a motorcycle, black belt, wearing knit professional. You're a wonderful human being.
She'll give you a hug and give you a hat and kick your butt at the same time. And you wouldn't even feel bad about it because
No.
she gave you a hug and made you a hat.
Yeah, the hat would feel really good. I'll tell you that. It felt good on our head.
And
Yeah, love that hat.
We
I
love it.
ultrasound babies every day.
And
too,
you ultrasound babies. Man, what a
You were
person.
impressive.
When is the biography channel going to work on you?
I think it's just like to be well-rounded, you know?
Yeah, isn't it fun to keep picking up new things?
It is. It really is. I used to do welding. It's just fun to do a whole bunch of different things.
Well, now I'm feeling like I need to do more. But in all seriousness, isn't it so cool? And tell me if you found this. As you take on new hobbies or you're trying to learn new things, doesn't it start to weirdly sharpen stuff that's not even related to it?
It really, really does. I figure, there's a lot of wisdom you can learn in this world, and sure, a lot more that I can learn. So it's just fun to do a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Well, thank you for sharing more of your life with us, Renee. We love hearing from you. You call us anytime. And thanks for choosing us, even though you pay for Sirius.
Yeah, you're welcome, and congrats again, Kenny.
Thanks, Renee.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that reminds me of a book that I read probably like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. It's by Robert Greene, and it's called Mastery.
Okay.
And I came to a place in my own career where I just got so bored with radio. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to do this anymore.
Yeah.
And this book was like illuminated. I had it on my bookshelf for years, hadn't picked it up. And I opened it up, and it basically distills stories through history where people keep layering their skills. And it's sort of like relit up this fire inside of me. And I thought of that when she said she's doing all these different things. It's weird. I bet her knitting hobby or her motorcycle riding somehow helps her job as an ultrasound person. And it's weird how it all kind of interacts. Very exciting. So check that out.
I do wonder how her martial arts skills affects everything else, though.
Her ultrasound skills, boom,
You know what I'm saying? Like super fast. And
yeah, that's
Definitely
fun.
helps the knitting.
I said, lay down, lay down.
You may hear it in my voice, J-Bo. I want to make sure that I sound like a professional broadcaster because I'm about to talk with one of our colleagues in the broadcast industry. His name, you may have heard of him, Jonathan Walsh, News 5 Cleveland ABC affiliate. How am I sounding, Jonathan?
You sound much better than I, so you are A-okay.
Hey, Jonathan, we got connected over kind of a weird subject, and we're going to get to that in a few minutes. But first of all, tell me about what you do for News 5 Cleveland. When did you start? What's your quick story in a nutshell?
Yeah, well, I've been with News 5, and I'm their consumer investigative reporter, plus kind of a government watchdog guy. So any kind of consumer-related issues, whether it be ID fraud or problems with Meta, which what we're talking about today, people contact me, and we deep dive into a bunch of different topics that really affect a ton of people every day.
There must be times where you go to investigate a story, you go into a weird place and it feels like you're not safe. Because you see those guys from those old TV clips and it's like, he got beaten in the face just to get this interview. Is that your world still?
It really is, unfortunately, and it's getting worse. You know, with this divide and just the stress everybody is facing. But typically in the past, yes, I do bad contractor stories. The guys who come in, maybe do a little bit of work, but then steal tens of thousands of dollars. Then you got to track those guys down, and typically those are the guys who don't want anything to do with a camera. So there have been many times where we're chased off property, we're threatened. I was almost run over by a truck.
Oh, my goodness.
Another situation when I was at a courthouse, there was, believe it or not, the defendant on a break tried to run me over with his car.
Wow.
And so the judge had to address that in the courtroom. Yeah.
Wow.
So it does get a little weird out there, that's for sure.
Jonathan, you don't ever just have this desire to like be a YouTube influencer or something?
Yes, as a matter of fact, that would be much safer,
investigator?
I think.
Yeah, like if I was doing this radio show and like a listener, didn't like that I love tin fish. Let's just give an example because we talk about some controversial things around here. And they tried to run me over. I'd say, okay, J-Bo, if you want to host the show, it's all yours. I'll see you later.
We're not talking about 10 fish, I'll tell you that.
Right.
Yeah,
well, you don't want people to get away with this kind of stuff.
No, of course.
Even the threat of, some violence is part of the gig. It's not an everyday thing. It's unusual, but there have been instances where I'm just like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Jonathan, you have big muscles?
You have life insurance?
No and yes.
Good. Well, wow. It's impressive. We should get that life insurance company as an advertiser.
Yes, no, though.
Sounds like a good one.
No, don't tell them. Don't tell them.
No.
My rates will go up.
Yeah,
okay,
don't tell them.
so listen, it sounds like we're making a new friend here. This is Jonathan Walsh from News 5 Cleveland. There's a very specific reason why we reached out to you, and it actually has to do with a listener who reached out to us. I had not heard of this, but our listener shared, and she was very stressed out and upset. She said that she was accused of some horrific things about like posting child abuse related posts, and her account was stopped. She couldn't get into any of her Meta platforms. And I was like, this can't be true. And so I do a quick Google. She was asking us for help. And I started seeing all these news stories popping up about this. Like, we're talking tens of thousands of people who are signing petitions. They're being accused of the worst of the worst. And then there seems to be no recourse to get their account back. So you've been investigating this for quite some time, which is why we reached out to you. In a nutshell, what is going on with all this?
Yeah, so it is a huge problem. Basically what's happened is it looks like Meta has maybe implemented some AI that's not correctly identifying content, because everybody that we've helped actually gets their accounts back. What they're being accused of, and here's one of the best examples that I can give you. There's a woman who has a business. She's a local actor, and she sings, and she basically performs stories, reads books to kids. She goes to events, and she gets hired for birthday parties, this kind of thing. And so she has a bunch of kids on her business page, because that's who she talks to. Well, she supposedly had child sexual exploitation content. That's what they're calling it. And she's like, that's the worst thing that anybody could ever accuse anybody of. And even more so because I work with kids. All I do is I love kids, and I do all this stuff to make them happy and joyful. Well, it comes to find out that they send you this notice out of nowhere. Meta does. It says your account has been suspended. You can't appeal, and it usually takes about a day to get back to you on your appeal. Well, a day turns into a week, into a month, and the people, by the time they talk to us, it's 6 months and no word from Meta.
Goodness.
And so their business pages have been down. We've talked to people who've been on Facebook for 20 years, on their personal pages. All of those memories are gone.
Jonathan, would you mind if we connect you directly with the one listener that reached out to us?
Oh, I'd be happy to help.
Okay.
No question about it.
Let's make that connection. I'm not even going to say her name because she's a teacher. So similarly, it has something to do with
terrible.
kids. Yeah, and it's. I heard it in her voice. She was mortified, and I totally understand. So, Jonathan, we really appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks for sharing all that, and thanks for caring enough about our listener to get in touch with her. And we'll make that connection. We have her email, and Kenny will do a little email intro.
Thank you for your interest, and I appreciate you spreading the word about this. It's important.
Here's an interesting story coming out of St. Louis. A number of vervet monkeys were spotted wandering in the northern part of the city. And what's so strange about this, there are about 4 monkeys, but then there's also a goat that's on the loose. And while they can't confirm it, it appears they are teamed up on the loose. So my first question is, well, is the monkey riding the goat?
And is the goat leading the monkeys?
Right.
Question.
Or is it a goat leader?
Yeah.
And the monkeys are following this goat that they trust. Lots of questions. And I really want to be there to see this. Like, I want to be on a street corner and see a bunch of monkeys following a goat. I'm very excited about this. And what's crazy is that these pictures keep showing up of the monkeys and the goat, and some of them are just the goat, some of them are just the monkeys, and then there are pictures popping up where they're together. But here's the problem. People are, and this is where AI, once again, is messing up something, and thankfully this is just about silly monkeys and a goat running away. But the police department is now getting confused because people are posting AI photos of the monkey and the goat. Mm-hmm. And so it appears they're at a place that they're not.
Right.
And this is what we're talking about. Like, it's so easy to confuse law enforcement. It's so easy to confuse, you name who you're trying to confuse, because these AI pictures are so good that it looks like you could go out to the local coffee shop, take a picture of it, and then tell AI to insert the actual monkeys and the goat, and it does it, and it looks good. So how confusing is this?
I haven't seen the AI-generated photos. I know that they're there because I've looked over the articles and stuff, but I would love it, because I lived in St. Louis, Missouri for about 8 years when I was doing a radio show there, and I would love it if they would just put these monkeys at like the ballpark, or like Busch Stadium, like in the baseball, the arch. You know?
The monkey swing from the arch would be awesome.
Put it in different areas in St. Louis, like Park Avenue Coffee, one of my favorite coffee spots. Put it there. You know what I'm saying? They have the best gooey butter cake, like eating toasted ravioli, which is like a St. Louis staple. Do something funny with these monkeys and this goat.
Well, it's an amazing story. I mean, how you can't go wrong I guess you could go wrong if a goat and monkeys are on the loose, but it's fun if you see it. Like, imagine you're in the supermarket and they come in. Wouldn't you love to be there?
Here comes the crew.
Just to be clear, from what we know for sure, a bunch of monkeys got loose.
Right.
Then, as authorities are searching for the monkeys, a goat also happened to get loose.
But it's hard to determine if they're together.
If they actually are together, exactly. So it is confusing.
It's so confusing. And this also reminded me, did I send you guys the AI pictures I did of my dog Frankie and Luna over the holidays? I feel like I meant to, and then I forgot.
Were they sitting on top of elephants? You sent us that one.
That was a different one. Okay. No, this one was Frankie posing with Santa Claus, and I left a space when I took the photo, and Santa, it looks like a real person. My mom even asked, who's Santa there?
That's
Santa.
hilarious.
She had no idea. And then I did one where she got attacked by the gingerbread men that my wife was baking.
Aww.
And then I did another one where I said, make my dog Luna be with Rudolph. And it looks, I'm actually going to post these. I'm going to find them in my phone.
She guiding Santa's sleigh.
And I'm going to post these at TJ Podcast on Instagram, and you can see them there. We got a hold of him. Mashawn. Is that you in Jonesboro, Arkansas?
It is.
Hey, we played your voicemail on the show the other day. You left us a message, and in summary, you said that you feel like a lot of women have had attitudes with you when you try to approach them, and you were sort of half joking. You were like, is there something going on in the world, right?
Right.
And I played that back, and first and foremost, I thanked you for being so vulnerable. What prompted you to call us and leave a message for us of all people? I really appreciate you trusting us to do that.
I know you guys always have different topics, and so I listen to you guys every day, so I just figured I'd ask. Maybe I wasn't the only one that felt like that. And
I'm assuming, are you single? Are you looking to meet someone?
No, I have my wife.
Oh.
I have a wife. I got married June 28th.
Oh.
Well, congratulations.
Congrats, that's awesome. So,
Thank
Mashawn,
you.
With that context, you were married and you just feel like in general, women are treating you rudely.
Right, and it's like, one time I finally got to show my wife, and I said, see, that's what I mean. She finally noticed what I always would ask her, like, why do I have a man resting face or something? Like, what?
What did your wife say about that when she saw that?
When she finally saw it, she said, yeah, now I see what you mean. I'm like, see, I didn't know I'd be going crazy. I'd be like, it's just weird. Like, I don't understand.
Do you think it's maybe it's less about women, but it's just a lot of people are struggling right now, and there's just this heightened level of tension in the air?
Maybe.
People are carrying a lot of baggage, and then you're crossing with them, and then their baggage is affecting you, and they don't really care how it's affecting other people.
Right when it pops up, and I'm right there like, hey, good morning. They're like, look, it's not a good morning.
It's you. I mean, it's not you, but they give it to you.
Well, Mashawn, one of the things that I do think of, there was somebody who was taking my information at a doctor's office that I go to, and I don't know if she was having a bad day or what, but she was very rude to me. I didn't think I did anything. But the next time I actually went and bought a little gift card and wrote her a little note and thanked her for what she was doing. And I dropped it off with her. I said, I just felt like I was supposed to give this to you. And I'll tell you, she's the nicest person on the planet now. Every time I go there, I don't know what it was. I just felt like I should show her some love.
TJ bought her love, so you should walk around with gift cards and start handing them out.
Right.
Actually, interestingly enough, Jabo, remember I told you we go to that coffee shop and there's a girl who I always thought was so rude to me. And I've just been over and over and over again, hey, how are you doing? Asking her about her and showing interest in her. And the last time we were there, it was like we were old friends. I was like, wow, that turned very quickly, but it was just consistently loving our fellow human that in those two instances totally changed the dynamic of our relationship.
Right, I totally agree.
Well, Mashawn, I love that you called, and it's great that we got to get connected with you once again. And you have an amazing day. You call us more this year, okay?
Thank you. I sure will. Like I said, I listen to you guys every day. I nothing better I love doing in my day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, we appreciate you. You have a great day, Mashawn.
All right. Thank you guys, too.
Bye.
You may be surprised about the average age of new hires. This is according to a new study. We're going to get to this in a few moments in the news on the TJ Show. This is the TJ Show, our news. It sounds different around here. Kenny reads through every story he can find, and then he brings us the most interesting ones. Kenny, what's happening on the planet today?
If you had to guess, what do you think the average age of new hires was in 2025 here in the U.S.?
I mean, my guess would be the obvious. I would think it'd be probably out of college, 22, 23.
Jabo, do you have a guess?
I'm going to go with 29.
You guys are both pretty far off, as it turns out. The average age was 42 years old.
As a new hire?
As a new hire for 2025.
Do they say what the reason is?
Well, I guess it's a tough job market. They said from 2022 to 2025, the share of workers 25 and under shrank from 14.9% to 8.8%.
Oh, no.
They say hiring inflows for that younger set are down more than 45% from 2019, while inflows are up almost 80% for those 65 and older over that same time period. So it appears older generations aren't leaving the workforce and younger generations are having a hard time even getting through the door.
You know, that affects other things, like across the board.
Sure.
Even in like the housing market, which I know people are talking about a lot, older generations, like 65-year-olds, are buying houses, whereas the younger generation can't afford to buy a home. So I wonder how that, you can see the correlation possibly between that and the average age of hire.
Well, the thought that comes to mind for me, if I'm still in my 20s and I could kind of redo it all over again, the first thing I would start doing is I'd start studying leadership because there's such a lack of leadership in these offices and in so many places that if you can actually lead well and care about people, serve the people that are working with you, you will rise up so fast because it's so rare, it has to stick out, and you will secure yourself a job.
Well,
Yes.
they have to get into the door first
Right.
to
No,
be
they
able
don't.
to rise up.
No,
What do you mean?
there's a
you
teacher-
can't rise in a company if you're not starting at the
If you're
bottom.
not in the company.
There's almost always an entry-level job that you can take somewhere.
But obviously there isn't.
No, I'm talking about
40-year-olds are getting them.
Maybe a job you don't want to do, but in the industry you want to be in. So you take a job that's not perfect, not the dream job. You study leadership, you climb up the ranks, and you have to stand out because there are so many people that are so bad at it.
I get what you're saying, TJ, but if they're not getting the jobs into the company, you can't. That's moot.
And you're gonna have to be okay with taking a job that you don't like in an industry
Correct.
you want to be in. And from what I remember when I was in my 20s, not a lot of my friends wanted to do that, and I don't think that's changed necessarily now, even with conversations I've had with 20-year-olds or people coming out of college. So, not disagreeing. I'm just simply saying, like, you have to be able to move past that mindset. You're gonna have to take a job you don't want in the field you want to be in.
You got to sacrifice.
And are people willing to do that?
That's the question. That's always the question. But I've found, just from my own walk, when we sacrifice more, it's amazing the way things start to lock into place. And it's hard. It's really hard.
Yep.
It is. I wish it wasn't actually so hard, but it is. It's just a part of our human existence. Kenny, what else you got?
We've been talking a lot about these trends, and they often end with the term maxing. We've talked about looks maxing, which is trying to make yourself look as good as possible. Fiber maxing, maxing out fiber in your diet. We just talked about friction maxing as a way to make your life less convenient in order to find more happiness and fulfillment.
J-Bo, check in on how's your maxing going?
Yeah, I just do life.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really label everything I do.
Well, the latest trend is called bald maxing. So
Okay.
this involves men who are experiencing hair loss, not stressing out about it so much, but embracing their baldness, shaving their heads, and being okay with it.
Yeah, I was reading about this a good 15 years ago. It's when it came onto my radar.
What do they call it then?
Shaving
Confidence.
your head.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah, actually, it came up because I went to a hairdresser and she told me, hey, you're starting to lose a little bit of your hair. I said, oh, it kind of freaked me out. 'Cause like, what do you mean? So I went on a deep dive and I discovered that, when you're a cool, confident guy, you can make a choice. You can just shave your head.
I will say I am a little envious of you because you seem to have a really good relationship with the fact that your hair is thinning.
Yeah.
And my barber likes to remind me that my hair is thinning. I definitely have the bald spot in the back of the head, and I can see more of my scalp than I ever have before.
Freaks you out a little
and
bit.
it's freaking me out.
Yeah.
But it's a huge trend on social media. There's a guy named James. He's 34 years old. He's calling himself the CEO of Bald Maxing, and his social media channel has, I think, 57,000 Instagram followers and nearly 250,000 YouTube subscribers.
Well, there you go.
So bald maxing is the new maxing trend.
I've gotten to a point where I'm okay with decay. I know that I'm not going to be here forever, so I'm going to embrace this time that I have, and then when my time is up, okay, great. Well, that's okay too.
sounds good.
So my hair is, it's
The least of your concerns.
thinning out. Yeah, I got a lot to do that I got to worry about.
I hope to get to that level someday.
All right, well,
You will when you get more responsibilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
come with me to church
Kids.
on Sunday, Kenny. You'll get there.
All right.
All right. What else you got?
Well, the Australian Open tennis tournament is happening right now. This is one of the 4 Grand Slam major tennis tournaments. And there was an embarrassing incident for tennis pro Sebastian Offner from Austria. He was in a best-of-3 set match. He won the first one. His opponent won the second one. They went to a third set tiebreaker. Sebastian quickly got off to a 6-1 lead. And when he won the 7th point, he celebrated as if the match was over.
Uh-oh, that's never good.
The problem in Grand Slam tiebreaker tournaments, the tiebreaker goes to 10 points. The umpire had to remind him, sorry, Sebastian, the match isn't over. He went on to fall apart and lose that match.
Wow.
That's tough.
As Yogi Berra said, it ain't over till it's over.
Keep
Man.
it together. I mean, you only had 3 more points to go.
Yeah, that's a misstep.
Yeah, he seems to be coping with it okay. He posted on Instagram, quote, bleep happens.
Good. You got to be known for something.
Yeah.
Kenny, what else you got?
There are several terms for different sects of people that may annoy you at the airport. We've talked previously about gate lice. That's what they call people who get up near the gate before their boarding group was actually called.
I just call people impatient.
Yeah, I've been there.
So there's a new term, aisle lice.
Oh, my head's itching. Every time you say lice, I keep scratching my head. This is making me itch. What is aisle lice?
So these are people that as soon as the fasten seatbelt light goes off after the plane lands, they get up out of their seat and take up space in the aisle.
Yeah, I purposefully stay seated for as long as possible because I'm like, this is a ridiculous game to play. You're not going to really get to where you're going faster. And if you do, you're going to look really bad doing it.
Sure.
Well, airline employees hate this. They say that it just slows everybody else down. You think you're going to get there faster, but in reality, you're going to get there slower, and so is everybody else. J-Bo, cover your ears. There's another term I want to mention. They call it baggage claim lice.
What's
and
that?
These are people who get in front of the baggage claim carousel before their bag actually shows up.
Well, I'm that. Full disclosure.
The
I
thing
do that.
is like, your bag isn't, just back up. And then when you see your bag, then you start walking towards the carousel.
You're in everyone's way.
I have some trauma because I went to Aruba with my wife, Jess, and I literally saw it happen. Some dude took my wife Jess's suitcase, and there was no mistaking this suitcase. It wasn't like it was just one color. It was a polka dot suitcase. The only polka dot suitcase I've ever seen in my life. He picked it up and started walking away with it. I chased after him. I was like, dude, yo, that's mine. He gave it back to me and kept walking. It was the weirdest thing.
No, that was intentional for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You're
She had
so
her
brave.
computer in there and everything.
That was a brave thing to do.
Well, it was really
For
bizarre.
you, I'm saying.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're
It was definitely a heroic moment.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
That's when you and your wife just were dating, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He has something to prove.
Yeah, I
you know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Now that they're married,
He's like,
I'm
I'm no
your
punk.
own bag.
I'm no punk. Right. Now he's like, you strong enough. Go get that bag yourself, bro. I'm right behind you, baby.
All right. Kenny, what else you got?
Well, congratulations to Adrian Stubbs. He's a high school basketball player from Arizona. He is the first high school basketball player in Arizona to score 100 points in a single game.
Whoa.
From Arizona.
Yes, from Arizona. Around the country, there are 27 confirmed 100-point games from high school basketball players.
That's a lot.
Awesome.
I guess they kept passing him the ball.
Well, here's the thing.
Nobody else played?
The final score of the game was 109-25. So only 9 other points were scored by other people on this team.
Oh my
and
goodness.
of course, what a blowout. 109-25. Adrian didn't even play in the fourth quarter. He scored all of his points, 70 in the first half and another 30 in the third quarter. Then the coach said, okay, I think you could spend the rest of the game on the bench.
Yeah, they were up by quite a bit, and the other team did not play defense at all.
Wow.
At all.
You pay him off or something?
That's insane.
I don't know,
You know
but
what?
it's
That's
pretty
got to
wild.
be fun, though. Thinking about like where I was at in high school, if that was happening and that was our team, I'd be into that. Like, yeah, keep going. Just over and over and over. It'd be funny. I'm sure they were cracking up. What else you got, Kenny?
The Guinness World Record for world's fastest trash can has been broken. A trash can that can go 66 miles per hour.
Yeah, when you mentioned this to me before this segment, I was like, what is the point of this? So what was it, to just break a record?
I think the point was for this British inventor, his name's Michael Wallhead, simply to break the record. He bought a wheeled trash bin for about $25, and then he spent $900 on modification, including adding a two-stroke engine to this, and then broke the record by taking it to 66 miles per hour.
You just want to have fun.
But the more I'm thinking about it, this actually could be a brilliant invention. I hate taking my trash cans out to the curb.
I know you do.
So imagine you put wheels on the bottom of your trash cans, and you know, a Roomba. You have a Roomba.
I do.
It learns your living room. It knows where to turn with the couch. Why couldn't you do that with a trash can?
It's a great idea. You might have to pave your driveway.
Well, no.
It's pretty costly to pave a driveway.
Well, maybe you don't pave it. It's what? So I have a rocky driveway. So whatever. You get the big military wheels.
There you go.
J-Bo's husband has those, right?
Yeah.
He's in the military, and you guys have a storage unit with that kind of stuff in it, right? Spare tank wheels and stuff.
Oh, it's
She's
funny.
not commenting. Why is she not saying yes or no?
Confirm nor deny.
You're so funny.
All right. Cool. Kenny, what else you got?
There was an abundance of coin stories in the news today. The New York Post telling people to check their change drawers and change jars for special pennies that could be worth thousands of dollars.
Can I just warn you, this might be severely disappointing if you hear this story, because every time I hear these stories, I go, all right, well, let me check the change jar. And I spend a lot of time squinting at the coins. I'm like, oh, maybe this is one. Oh, maybe this one. I never have one of these nice coins. Never.
Yeah, so this article mentions the recently minted last pennies and the ones with the Omega symbol. I thought they were all sold at auction, but apparently there may be a few in circulation and you may have them in your possession. And then the magnet test. You could have some old pennies. If they are magnetic, if they stick to a magnet, they could be worth a lot of money.
Anything before 1982. I'm telling you, I've gone down the penny wormhole. Anything before 1982 made with copper. And those are actually, I think, worth double or maybe even triple now what the actual face value of the coin is. And there are people that have banked on this, that the penny would go away, which actually they've stopped printing them, right?
Yes. Yep.
And they've been storing pennies for years because you can't melt down money.
Mm-hmm.
But if for some reason at some point that changes, you've got all these people with copper. And if you look at what's happened with silver and gold, they were just using silver to make quarters.
Yeah.
And then they had to change that. So could that happen with copper in 100 years?
We'll see.
I don't know, bro. I mean, you have to hold your breath.
Kenny, thanks for keeping us somewhat informed.
That's what's happening.
And Unlikely Rich,
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you. Yeah, there's all different kinds of rage bait on the internet. These are headlines that get people all mad, fighting with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this one, I was surprised by this, that there was so much engagement on this question. An influencer made a post, and it says this: girls that don't get manicures and pedicures. Why? Lots of question marks.
Because I hate them.
That's Heather.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't do
So,
it.
a lot of people responded, like close to 40,000 commenters. And I'm thinking, wow, if you're getting caught by that rage bait, that is a weak fish. That is not a shark.
You have a lot of energy. Let's put that towards something good.
Right.
Go fight something good.
This
You'll
is
make a difference somewhere.
It's a gathering of the guppies. Come on now. You can skip over that one and get mad about something that matters, right? And then do something about it.
What was her argument? Did she feel like, as far as the influencer, did she feel like it should be done, or she's just asking a question?
I think her whole take was that it's just the greatest feeling and she's getting taken
why
care
don't
of.
you do it?
She deserves it.
Like, you should do it.
She didn't really get into her feelings, but yeah, kind of like in that voice, J-Bo. Like, why would anybody not get a manicure and pedicure every week?
Well, I will say,
Because it tickles my feet and I don't like it.
I don't like that part of it. That does annoy me. I shouldn't even know what it feels like to get a manicure and a pedicure, but I do because I have a wife, and my wife Jess loves them. And she doesn't get them a ton, but every once in a while we'll go together.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reminded of how much I do like it. It's really nice.
Yeah, I had one. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
You love them?
I love getting pedicures. Please touch my feet, rub them, massage them, do everything you want. Yeah. And every once in a while, now I used to be the girl that was like, I'm not wasting my money on that. I'm not going to the nail salon, blah, 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 blah. I've become the girl that goes at least once a month. And the reason I go is because I do like when my nails are done. I do like how they look. My husband likes them. He doesn't pressure me to do it. But also, me personally, I don't really have a lot of vices. They used to be sneakers, which I've pulled back on buying from that.
Yep.
I think people just decide like what they're willing to spend their money on, you know?
And it feels good. It really does. And I think about it usually, actually on a pretty frequent basis. I go, man, maybe today's the day I should treat myself. And then I go, yeah, you know what? I just feel like a gross man anyway, so I'm going to go on my bed and clip my nails. And then I feel great for doing it and saving $70.
But you treat yourself in other ways by getting acai bowls.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah.
That goes right to my veins. I love it.
You see?
It's so good. Yes.
And J-Bo, you're a girl who gets them. I'm a girl who doesn't. And guess what? We're friends.
And I'm not like, why aren't you getting them, Heather?
And I'm like, oh, why are you wasting your money, J-Bo?
Yeah.
But I think,
and I would say, like, why are you in my
cares?
pockets? Mind your business.
Yeah.
Such a nose.
Why is everyone like tension must? Well, I guess it is very high that they're fighting over this. Maybe this is like Fight Light. You know, like Diet Coke, but it's Fight Light. Like they want to get into a fight, but they don't really want to put a lot of effort into it.
There's not enough drama in their actual life. They need to get it somewhere else.
Right.
And
Like,
it's the internet.
They don't want to go too crazy. Politics would be too far.
Right.
But pedicures and manicures, you get a little fight in you.
Yeah,
you know?
I think
That's
when you
great.
get more responsibilities, you tend to target your fighting towards those responsibilities. You refocus that fight.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I keep trying to end the tinned fish conversation. Yes, I do eat it. I like it. I have a friend who influenced me. He was influenced by an influencer. And for some reason, tinned fish is becoming a trend all over the internet.
And even though I want this conversation to end, it just continues to find us.
Yeah, like this. We got a message from Ken today waiting for us.
Hey guys, my name is Ken from Stockton, California. Just wanted to talk to you guys about tinned fish that you guys have been talking about. I don't know what other people are saying, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
There's a dish with like tomatoes and eggs and onions, and once you try it, you just never go back. All right, bye guys.
Yeah, it seems to be what's happening to me. And I love what you're suggesting there. I didn't even think to put it in my omelet. And I'm going to do that today. Thank you for the inspiration.
Okay.
Love that. Also, I ate it for lunch yesterday. And I was in my office all alone, and I thought I could use some company. Jabo, you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, hey, Kenny, you want to try some sardines? And
Now, you've offered him chicken before,
Yes.
and he didn't want your chicken. Did you really think he's going to take your sardines?
Kenny famously turned down this beautiful chicken that I ordered.
The jerk chicken is delicious.
Oh, it was like one of my favorite Jamaican restaurants, and we actually saved this.
I don't want your chicken, TJ.
He very rudely turned it
So
down.
rude.
Like he doesn't need food from me, which is so weird. But anyway, you're
Whatever.
much more mature now, right?
I guess so. I grew up.
Well, it turns out he is, because he came into my office and I had little crackers there. Our listener Norm sent us crackers.
Yeah.
And we ate some tinned fish together. And
No way.
I took out the microphone and I
Ain't no
recorded
way.
it so you can hear it. This is your tinned fish inception, right?
Yeah, I'd never had it before. I don't even like tuna fish. I can't stand the smell,
Oh,
but
I
I
love
was
tuna fish.
curious to
All right.
see what this was
I
like.
respect that. Hey, Kenny, I'm about to eat lunch. You want a little bit? You see what I got?
I really don't want your sardines, but I'll try it.
There you go. That's my boy. This is from our listener, Norm. He sent me crackers. Gonna open up the can. I've come to love that sound. Take a sniff.
Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
like cat food.
And Heather, you heard this, and you
Yeah.
came right in.
Because I wanted to see if it was actually that bad.
He's so dramatic.
That smells like a can of cat food. How do you get that even close to your face?
Take enough. And here, take a bite.
This is so gross smelling. I'm gonna cover my nose.
It's first bite.
It can't be that bad.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. There's no way.
Hold on, I gotta film this for my brother. He'll love this. So as soon as I saw his face, I do think he was legitimately grossed out. I started filming it.
You're still eating it. How many bites did you take?
What a lunch. What an event. Kenny trying tinned fish for the first time. I'm proud of you. But you want to have it again today?
No, never again.
You still
What a
taste
big
it a little
baby.
bit?
And please don't open that up in the office anymore. Your office smelled like that for hours.
Oh, come on now. Hi, this is the TJ Show. Who's this?
This is Eric from Oklahoma with his kids, Ian and Emma. How are y'all?
Eric! So,
How's y'all's new year going so far?
Not bad. Yeah.
Kenny, how's your new year going?
Pretty good. I haven't seen the Jets lose once all year.
Good for you. That's good. They're coming around. Heather, how is your new year going?
Same as 2025.
Yeah, how about different than 2024?
No.
Okay,
Not
2023. Any different?
really. It all seems the same.
Oh, my 2026 is definitely different than my 2024. I'm thankful for that.
Okay, very good.
How about yours, TJ?
It's been very busy. Sometimes you can, but that's a boring answer
So
because
the
everyone
same
says,
as 2025?
yeah, life is busy. Eric, you have kids. Have you found that life has gotten progressively more busy as the kids continue on?
Man, they keep growing fast, and time just goes. I mean, 25 was like a blur.
How is your new year going so far?
It's going.
Uh-oh.
It's going.
Well, okay.
Yeah, just like 2025.
Any more details?
Oh, it's just a relationship failed, and like it was, it wasn't. But it's always better for that to happen early on than later on, especially whenever you have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, Eric, are you doing okay? You're talking about your marriage?
No. It was a girlfriend. My babies are number one. That and working and taking care of them, and and calling and talking to TJ.
All right, yeah. Listen, life is in seasons, people are for seasons. Yes, Kenny.
Eric, the last time you called in, you expressed a want for us to be excited when we picked up the phone. How did we do today?
Oh, that's always that's why I love y'all so much, because I was really tired about 5 minutes ago.
We got you.
Perked you up.
Shot of life.
I'm ready. I don't even need an energy drink. I'm ready to go.
Good.
I'm full of the
Just need a
TJ
shot
show.
of the TJ show. Am I right?
Yeah. That's
Look
right.
at Heather.
That almost sounded
Yeah.
cool.
No, it was.
That was
good.
1983 radio moment right there.
Yeah.
Hey, turn it on and rip the knob off. You only need one station.
That is so awesome.
Eric, my hope is that one day we are in your hometown. You're on like the Texas-Oklahoma border, right?
Yes, sir.
And I hope we get to meet Eric one day.
Yeah, I'd love to meet you.
And that would be really, really cool. I'm just going to keep harassing y'all until that happens, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're down for it.
It's super fun. We are so grateful that we get to have you for another year and keep your radio on. Thank you for listening, being such a big supporter. And you call us anytime, Eric.
I will for sure. Y'all have a good day. Thank
There you go.
Take care.
Eric.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Our phone number, it's 877-RADIO-TJ. Just like Eric, you can pick up the phone, call us anytime. You'll either get us here in the studio like Eric did, or you'll get our voicemail. Our favorite part of the show is when you're on it. 877-723-4685.